was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. Well, this defense for the Chargers, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And this won't be enough. Stop the yard short after a gain of 3, 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Mahomes throwing on 4th. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
There's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Jalen Watson dropped him defensively. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll run for it with Spiller. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. But he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The tackle there by Quandre Diggs. The Chargers at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. And now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's caught downfield by Pickens. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position. Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner. Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play. Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you? From the 30 on 2nd down, Mahomes. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. First thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion? That's going to be caught. Touchdown. Keenan Allen. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level. At home. he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Charger drive about to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Now this offense on third down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
Yeah, we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 36 yards on the play. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mahomes. And he's going to go down here and sack. They push him back to the 34. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. And this is incomplete. It looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and that'll keep this a 1-point game. The Charger drive about to get going. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Now it's Herbert. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On first down, it's Herbert. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in. A great play there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 8. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. And he's got Rome. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And not that the coach asked me, but I do like the call there to start the drive. Looking for something maybe to jumpstart this offense. And they decided to run a little screen play. Maybe give their running back a little bit of space. Mission accomplished. He turns that into good yardage and a quick first down.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 18 more yards there and another first down. Mahomes now to throw. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Chargers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in by Palmer. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Herbert. Throw left side, hard in by Pickens. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Herbert. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he will score. Touchdown away. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked out officially at the 21. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. And the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Spiller. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Back to throw here, Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Oh, it floated on him, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Just not a particularly confident throw there. That one, it had a lot of air under it.
And the fact that it was thrown out toward the sideline, the ball seemed to hang up there for him.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Joey Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. This is caught. It's Cooks. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1 and 1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
First down, Kansas City.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, but it's going to be 2nd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd down and 4. Mahomes. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Yeah, the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Charger drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Hands it off out of the gun. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on third and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of...
And now here is another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to have great field...